Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today is not going to be a vlog. Today, by the title of this video, you know that I'm going to be talking about how I potty trained Sophie right here before she turned two.
Trained.
Yeah, you potty trained, huh? Okay, so I did potty train her. She was fully potty trained before she turned 2. I think it might have been about 3 weeks or so before she turned 2. I can look up the exact date, but I mean, it was like 3 weeks or so before she turned 2. That was one of my missions. And before I start on this video, I do want to talk about or just mention that I know that every single kid is different. What works for me may not work for you. What worked for my baby might not work for yours, you know. I'm not an expert at this whatsoever. I looked up so many ways and on how to potty train her, and everybody had something different to say because, you know, all the kids are different. So I know that there's like a 3-day potty training thing, but that didn't work for us. So what I did, I think it might have taken about a week or 2, so you definitely have to be patient if you go the route that I went. So I think it took Sophie about a week and a half to 2 weeks to fully understand like potty training, or to finally be potty trained. So what I did is I had the portable potty, those seats where you just go sit down and do the restroom. It's a potty training thing, and I had that, and I also have the one that goes on the actual toilet, and I bought the step stool for that. Yeah, toilet. When I started this potty training thing, I did not have a job yet. I was not working, so it was more of a I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm here all the time kind of thing. So I think that helped a lot because I was here all day with her, and yeah, it took a couple days, like I said, like a week or so. What I did is we bought packs of underwears, like 2 or 3 packs, so lots of underwears. And how I started is in the morning when I woke up, got out of bed, I changed her into underwears, and I would go potty, and I would sit her in the potty as well so that she can go potty. In the mornings it's usually easy because they wake up with a full bladder. For her, one of the things that I looked out for was she was waking up with dry diapers, so I knew she was gonna have to go.
A diaper?
Yeah, a diaper. I knew she was gonna have to go in the morning as soon as she woke up. So like I said, we would go to the toilet in the morning, she'd do fine. After that, I would bring the portable toilet to our living room because that's where we spend most of our time, because it's the living room and kitchen. So I would just set it there and she would be playing around, and I would just sit her randomly. I didn't have a timer to time her and like take her every 30 minutes. Anytime I would remember, I'd sit her on the toilet and I tell her like pee pee toilet, poo poo toilet. Also, obviously she poops, so she has to poop, her eyes get really red, so I was watching out for that. Anytime she would start getting red around the eyes, I'd right away take her undies off and sit her in the toilet. And she did do the toilet because I knew that she was about to do the restroom. So I honestly just did that. I had her in underwears, no pants, no shorts, just underwears and a shirt, and that was the easiest way to just take them off.
Shorts?
Yeah, that was the easiest way to take them off and sit her in the toilet as fast as possible. So what happened is, obviously she was potty training. She had no idea at the beginning, so she was having lots of accidents. And what I started doing, anytime she had an accident, like she peed her undies, I'd explain to her and I show her her pee puddle, and I'd be like, look, you don't potty here, you potty in the toilet, you sit down in the toilet. And even after she would have an accident, I would sit her in the toilet and she would watch me clean it up. So she kind of realized like, hey, you're not supposed to be getting the floor dirty, you know. So I don't know how it would be if you have carpet floors. It's probably a little bit harder. For us, we have wood flooring, so that was the easier part, just like wiping and cleaning and stuff. So she would see that I was cleaning it up, and she would realize that, like, you know what, you're not supposed to be doing the potty. Also, another thing that I personally did, potty, yeah. Another thing that I personally did, and some other moms and parents may not be comfortable with, but my husband and I were completely comfortable with doing this, is anytime she'd have an accident, like a pee accident, and she would get her undies wet, we'd like explain to her that that's now her underwear is dirty, so she would take it, we would take it off, and we would have her without anything, like no undies and stuff. So for her it was more of a, I don't want to be naked, I want underwears. So she learned that to be in underwears you can't be having accidents. So I think that's what helped so much, because her as a person is really uncomfortable without anything, and I'm pretty sure other kids would also be uncomfortable. But it's not, we didn't do it as a cruel thing, we did it as a trying to get her to understand that if she had an accident she wasn't going to be able to have underwears because they got dirty. So obviously after a while she would ask for her underwears again, so I would put dry underwears back on her, and then she honestly one day just walked up to me and said baby toilet, and I was like, what? If you hear that, that's right. She came up to me, she said baby toilet. I had never used that term for her. I would say potty, restroom, baño. I never said baby toilet. She just came up to me and said baby toilet, and I was like, do you have to go to the restroom? And then I took her right away and she went in the restroom. So I was like, okay. And then the next day she just walked towards the restroom and she said baby toilet, and I was like, okay, so her term that she made up all on her own was baby toilet, so that's what we call it now. But I don't know, it just clicked one day. It was like a week and a half later, because Jonathan was gone for a training, and that's when I began the potty training her. By the time he got back, she was already fully potty trained in underwears. So yeah, I don't know, that's just the steps that I did. Like I said, I think what helped the most was having her without anything, because she felt uncomfortable and she felt the need to learn to go to the potty. And after she started walking towards the restroom telling me she had to go, we no longer used the portable one, because it was just, she was not interested in that. She wanted to go in the actual restroom. Right now we have the step stool. It's a 2-step thing. I think we got it at Walmart. And then also the one that goes on the toilet, we got that at Walmart as well. And she, since her toilet is a little higher, she can't get on it by herself because it's higher, and even though she has that step, it doesn't work out. So she will let us know that she has to go, so we take her and she goes. I do leave her in an underwear for nap time because she doesn't nap very long, and also she hasn't had many accidents during nap time because she doesn't nap very long. But for nighttime and sleeping throughout the night, we do put in a diaper on her, just because we don't want her to get her bed wet if she does go potty. It obviously depends on how much fluids she had before bed and stuff like that. So we do put a diaper on for bed. Sometimes she wakes up with a dirty diaper, which is just urine, and other days she just wakes up with a super dry diaper and she's ready to go potty as soon as she wakes up. Right now she's 2 years old, almost a month in like a couple of days. So 2 years and a month old, and lately she's been waking up like really early in the morning saying she has to go potty. So I think she's trying to go potty, like she wakes up because she's got to go potty, but I'm not completely sure. And that's what she's been doing lately. But that's just what we did to help her go potty. I also showed her like an Elmo video on YouTube that had to do with potty training, and we did the same thing for having her sleep in her own bed. I also showed her like an Elmo video because they're really like entertaining for kids. I don't know. If you guys want me to make a video on how I put her to sleep in her own room, you guys let me know. That actually just happened we started like a week or 2 ago, and she does sleep in her own bed in her own room now. So if you're interested in how we got her to sleep in her own room in her own bed throughout the night, just let me know down below and I will let you guys know exactly what we did, just like how I explained this potty training. I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope it encourages you guys to do this. One of my goals was for her to be potty trained before she turned 2. We did go to Disney World for her 2nd birthday, and we did put her in pull-ups just because we weren't sure how close or far we would be from restrooms at the parks. But other than that, we have not backtracked. She just wore those pull-ups for the parks, and anytime she'd have to go, I'd take her anyways. But other than that, she's been in underwears, fully potty trained, and I'm really proud that we got to do this, because that's one of the things that I wanted to check off the checklist for our 2nd baby. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments down below if you're trying this, if you're planning on trying this, and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.